Yes, thanks for stopping in for another drive time dialectic. I am on my way home from work. I had a dear friend reach out to me today and shared with me that her son, a Army Ranger veteran, was hit by a car last night in Reston, Virginia. He is in the Reston Hospital Center in Reston, Virginia. His name is Garrett. He's a young man. He served in the War on Terror at the same time as his dad. They are both combat veterans. Dad was in the elite of the elite in the United States Army, and Garrett was also an elite in the United States Army. Garrett last activity in the Army was a deployment to Afghanistan, where he left in early 2019. I think it was, if I remember the information correctly, and was discharged by the Army and has been struggling ever since, and is now in a fight for his life. See, what the Army likes to do, what the military likes to do, what the regime likes to do, what the war hawks love to do, the war hawks on the left and the war hawks on the right, we have to have war at all costs because it keeps people in bondage and it keeps people subservient. And it is ripping people apart psychologically. It's so easy to see the wounds on someone who has lost an arm or lost a leg. It's real easy to see that someone lost an eye. A person can reach down and point at a scar on their chest or on a leg or in their back or on their shoulder or even their neck. You can point at a scar and say, I got this in combat. What you can't see all of you pro-war on terror people, all of you people, we got to keep fighting them over there so we don't have to fight them here. We're fighting them here. We are freaking fighting them here because we're ripping our kids apart in other countries. And not just physically, we are ripping them apart emotionally. We are ripping them apart psychologically. And then when they're struggling on active duty, when they're in the war zone and they're struggling to keep themselves alive and to function on a daily basis, just to function, just to get out of their cot, to get in uniform, to show up for PT or to show up for their duty of the day, even if it's not a mission, to just show up. They're struggling to stay alive. And it shows. Instead of getting them help, the military gets rid of them, turns them over to the VA. And if you know anything about me and the people that I talk to, especially with my second gig as a co-host of Veteran Nation on Right American Media and the New Right Network, the VA drops the ball all the time on these people. It's not just an act of failure in the sense of, oh, we made a mistake or we just don't have enough staff. It's negligence. The United States Department of Veteran Affairs is willfully negligent in getting people the help that they need. And that's just on a physical level. They're impossible on a psychological level to deal with. They don't help with the emotional distress. They don't help with the mental health and psychological distress that these people are going through. And then they get despondent, they get depressed, they become addicted to alcohol, they become addicted to oftentimes legal drugs and sometimes illegal stuff, because they don't know how to cope, because they've been conditioned to kill. They've been trained to kill. They've been trained to go to other places and kill other people, all in the name of our mission to spread imperialistic American ideas of fake democracy. And then there's no one there to help them pick up the pieces when they've been sent overseas to rip other people to pieces. Well, Garrett needs our help. And I've never met the man. But this soldier needs our help. And his family needs our help. Because this didn't happen in a vacuum. This isn't just some, little thing. You know, that happens. It doesn't happen to everybody. And it's not normal, and it's not right. And Garrett needs our help. And I know his parents. They don't pull punches. They don't hide from truth. They don't hide from reality. They don't say things like, oh, our baby was perfect, and he would never do, he never did anything wrong, and he's perfect, he's just, wonderful, he's living his life exactly the way he should. They don't pull punches. And for those of you watching in Minnesota, this is a Minnesota family. They need our help. And I will keep you guys abreast of what's going on with him and what's going on with the family and what their needs may be in the future, because this is far from over. And I got news for you. The road to recovery for Garrett should have started 3 fucking years ago. But all you flag waving back to blue, love the soldiers. We got to support them. We got to go to war. We need a military for this. Where are you today? So many of you, it's so easy for you to forget because you don't have loved ones in harm's way. You don't have loved ones that are overseas. You don't have loved ones that are going down and putting their lives on the line for an immoral, ethically unsound, ethically evil, definitionally an ethically evil war that we should have never been embroiled in the first place. But it's so easy for you guys to forget because your kids aren't the ones that are fighting and dying. It's so easy, not those of you that are watching, but so many Americans out there wave their flags all over the place and talk about we support the troops, but you're never there. You're never there. Well, Garrett needs our help. Garrett's parents and his family, they need our help. You want to come up with something, people. Let's do something for this family. If you want to know what to do, if you want to find a way to help, then send me a message on Twitter at Robe Regiment. You can email me at my podcast email, mbrrpodcast@yahoo.com. I will put links to both of those in the description of this video a little later. We're going to be talking about Garrett, and we're going to be talking about this tonight on the Veteran Nation podcast, on the Veteran Nation show at about 7:15 Central Standard Time tonight. Me and Mike Skipper Arthur, my co-host, we are going to be talking to somebody else, but we're going to be talking about Garrett at the start of the show. And now is the time for you guys. If you pray, put your money where your mouth is. If you think there's something that you can do to help with expenses for this family as they spend time at the bedside of their son and their brother, let's come up with something. But God damn it, do something. Instead of sitting around and talking esoteric things and these highfalutin philosophical ideals, which are all great, and we need to be having these conversations and we need to be having these debates. But now that all is said and done and the elections are over, well, sort of over, can we do something? Can we please help? This is a family that literally has committed their lives to military service. Mom, dad, siblings, committed to military service, committed to serving the people of this by the military and the regime that they served. Well, let's not let them be abandoned. Let's not let them be forgotten by the people of the Republic. This family needs Exfil, my military friends. It needs Exfil. And for those of you that don't know what Exfil is, you infiltrate and you exfiltrate. Exfiltrate's what happens when you need to. They call it a dust off when they send in the choppers. This family needs Exfil. They need backup. They need close air support. Nobody should be walking through this alone. And Garrett, I already told your old man this. So if you wake up and you hear this, listen, paratrooper, ranger, get your ass up. You don't get to quit. You hear me? You do not get to quit. And we don't leave men behind. Because if you don't get up out of that bed and walk out of that hospital, damn it, I will come to that hospital and I will kick your ass myself. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of the status quo. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be soldiers. We're here for you. Once again, if you could think of a way we can help this family out as they rush in to rescue their son and their brother, you can message me on Twitter at Robe Regiment, or you can email me at mbrrpodcast@yahoo.com. It's time for this war to be over, and it's time for veterans to be treated with dignity, respect, and compassion. And Mom and Dad of Garrett, you know who you are, and you know how much I respect you and love you. I am here, and others are on their way. See you guys tonight on Veteran Nation, 7:15 Central Standard Time. Till next time, peace.